First question is, can you give me some idea as to the influence that Datolite has had on the industry over the years?
Well, I can tell you that the influence that Dato has had on me has been significant since I first saw my first Datolite. And I absolutely fell in love with it. It was a incandescent light, as we all know, the old ones that were were just the beautiful optics that they had. And I ended up deciding that I would never go out on a job without a Dato kit, because they're so handy to just put in little places and get that extra bit of light. Plus, you can do small little shoots and tabletop work with just one kit, and it's they're beautifully designed, beautifully made. The optics are incredible in them. No manufacturer that I know of other than Dato thinks of the optics in the lights being as important as the bulb, but of course they are. And here we are today with the new work that Dato has done, which is just an exceptional piece of lighting equipment. I can't go anywhere without my Dato kit.
And tell us what it was like before we had the Dato lights to work with. Life must have been a lot more difficult, and a lot more difficult to get any controlled lighting.
Well, it was difficult because, first of all, the film was much slower, and it was hard to get the kind of control out of a smaller light and get the intensity that you needed. I mean, we started in the business with ASA 25, 16 in daylight, and I don't know how we did it, but somehow we managed to light entire factories with 650 color trends. But then all of a sudden, we started getting much more quality in the lighting equipment when Dato showed up, and I was able to do things with 3 lights that I couldn't do with other lights, because they were they had the intensity that they needed in a small instrument. These lights these new lights that we have, and this is the small one, and this light itself can do so much. The color quality of the chip, of the LED chip, is extraordinary. And that's, of course, the first place you start. But then you add the optics, and you add the small mechanical abilities that this light has, and you can place it anywhere. You can light it with a 12-volt battery, or you can plug it into the wall, and you have a quality light that you could never get in something this small. I'm a teacher. I teach at Art Center, Los Angeles Art Center College of Design, and what I teach is how to see light. This is my tool. This is the one thing that I can't teach without. Now, I used to do it with the old Dato lights, and I'd have to have gloves because it got so hot. I can hold this thing all day long when it's on, and I can walk around and I can show students that this is what one light will do when it hits an object. And this is just an incredible tool for that. But I've been using it to shoot with as well as teaching. And there's always that one spot where you need to have something at the last minute, something small, something sharp, something that has the ability to get right in at where it's needed. This is the light. And the quality of the chip, both daylight or tungsten or 3200, I shouldn't say tungsten because that's gone, but the quality of the light is just extraordinary.
And it's not just the light, it's all the bits that go with the light. You can put
well, that part, see, now there you're reaching into my heart, because I was always an accessory fool. You know, when I got my first Rolleiflex, I had to have all the different accessories for it. When you know, I'm going to say something that may not be to Dato's liking, but to me, this is the Leica of lighting gear. This is it for me. It has that same quality that are built into the Leicas for all the time that they've been around. And it just is built well, it's serviced well, it's a quality of light that you can't get any other way.
Fantastic. Now, when people think of Datalight, many people know the original GLH4, but they don't know that there's like more than 40 lights in the Dado range. There's enormous softboxes. There's obviously the light you have there. There's the GLED 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, and they all serve different purposes. They all have wonderful attachments, all sorts of potential that they offer. What would you say to the people that are not aware that Datalight is a complete system?
You know, Dado has an energy about him, an inventor's energy. He can't stop. He comes up with ideas, great ideas every time. And I can look at the smallest light here. I can look at one of the bigger lights and know that I'm going to get the quality of Dado. And that's something that's extraordinary. The accessories that come with it they all fit well, they all are easy to work with, and they all do different things. Who would have thought you could multiply the light with putting something on the front of a light? That blew me away when I first saw it. It's just great. But these big soft lights are terrific. The reflective light system is just wonderful. The little tiny diffusion filters that can go in here to soften. He thinks of everything.
And what do you think it will take to really expand the presence of Datalight in the USA? It's
so important to get the word out. I mean, when I show my students these lights, they all want them. They all want to use them, and of course I let them use them during the school year, and they all come back and they say, I've never seen anything that has this quality. So I'm extraordinarily happy to be able to spread the word, as it were, about Dado, because there's nothing else available that has this quality built within this tool. I've used this as a projector many times for effects, for a breakup, for different patterns. You know, I've used the Dado lights for that type of work all the time. It's wonderful to have the optics that exist within this tool. You know, in all the years that I had my original Dado kit, the incandescent Dado kit, there was never a need for a repair on any piece of equipment. It's incredible. No other manufacturer can say that.